Hello, how is everyone today? This is Joyce with Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. Oh boy, this glue book situation has had me going all week long. I have done, this is my seventh filming. What happens is just the strangest things, like I ran out of data all the time. And so I had my son help me yesterday morning. I think I've got memory. I did some videos for the Stay Creative Crafting Circle today. So I don't know what's going on. I think I probably paid some money to get some more iCloud storage, but I'll find that out later. All right, so I wanted to show you something real quick. You see this little bowl? Take my paintbrush. This is from when my aunt taught me to paint, Aunt Mary, and I can rest my brush in there. I have glue in the bottom. Well, it's kind of dried out. Isn't that pretty? I paid. One good thing about the glue being set up is I can show you the price. What did I pay at the Goodwill? $3. So I just stick my brush in there, but I wanted to show you that I got another small one. This one's just plain on the side. And I just throw different things in here, just little odds and ends. You know, that once I'm digging around for something and I don't want to go all the way back, open the button, envelope and all, it goes in here. And then this is also fine for putting a brush in. Okay. But I got this big media brush, Dina Wakley. I got this on Amazon and I want to use that right now. But I have this bowl too. Well, I'm showing you. This is just all my little stuff. String, I saved the thread, and that's a whole story in itself, my sewing stuff. Anyway, I guess I could sort of place that there, but the problem is it might drip glue on something good. But anyway, there's that. You never know what you're gonna find. I just found this, fell out, an ornament hook. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start to show you what you missed. I've done about 3 videos on glue books. I'm loving those pages. This particular book is just every week, if I get rid of some trash, instead of throwing it away, I'm putting it in here. That's just how I'm doing it. Really, I'm hoping you're able to see pretty good. So what I did, I think, was kind of patch together some pages with you last time. And I made this with like a little pocket from some tea. And you know, most of this sticks down, but not the corner for some reason. But it's very colorful. This is from pizza we ordered the other night, and a scrap from that bowl. When I was showing you and I got cut off, I was showing you what was in that bowl. This fell out, so I glued it. We finished our bag of gold fish crackers, and we finished some the mini ice cream drumsticks. We were out swimming, and I actually give the kids, when they come in, even if it's breakfast time, I go, "Do you want an ice cream?" So there you go. This is from the library, public library. It was a long bookmark, and I tore it up and took a couple fragments of it, and you'll see them on these 2 pages. I think what they did was, you can see better, there's clocks, and they colored them in. I guess they're keeping track of their reading minutes. It's always a good idea. I'm telling you, kids don't read enough. My grandkids read a lot, but a lot of kids, they're not reading. So that is a plan that works out good at the library. So anyways, I've been saving some receipts and playing around with that, and I found that the other day my I got a single at Wendy's with no cheese and fries and a bottle of water for like $9.29, and I wanted to remember that. Have you guys seen? You got these little distress inks. Yeah, they're fine. The bigger ones I like better. They don't dry out, except I did order a couple Victorian Velvet, I think. I can't remember the colors, off of Amazon. And both times I had to return the first one, they were dry as can be. There was nothing in, like, I couldn't get any ink off the pad at all. And sometimes that happens to these, but I used Faded Jeans, I think it was that one, to color that in. And since I threw it in my purse, I ended up getting those designs. But I might go through and enhance some of these pages, like I tried a little bit here. I might put a chick in there, because Tractor Supply is where I can see the little chicks that they have. People come in and buy their chickens. But anyway, this page was just from an antique store that I went to. They had this little ad. And this is from a Cross Stitch magazine. I think it's what you send in to renew or send a gift membership. And we had this at the lake, the guac. That's from McDonald's. I mean, think about it. All this stuff gets pitched. It all gets thrown away. I'm going to show you something else that, like, I bought thrifting. This little book that I got for 75 cents. And the pages, even the back, it's shiny, but I could probably sand it down. But do you see the edges of the pages? The design is pretty. I could maybe cut a whole bunch of strips and arrange them together. But the funny thing in this book that I got a kick out of was, do you see that? I mean, I'm bad at math, guys, but that must have been a kid that had this book. And it's a budget book. They were probably teaching them. But what is so funny is that's the only 2 pages used. And then, like, that would be my book. Isn't that funny? Budget like a boss. That's funny. Okay, and so that's what I wanted to show you, because that's where I got this. Taxes. It says. That's cute. And I think this came from something that said, is a strip, and it said detach, tear, fold. I can see that part. But this page I wanted to really do with you, but it didn't turn out so great because my camera wasn't rolling. But this is just from magazines. Dothan, Alabama is where my mom's family, my grandma's cousins lived, and they had like 14 kids. This is Peanuts. It's the capital. Or what do you call it? The leader in Peanuts there. These are just some dresses from a magazine, and I bought a couple of shelves, real cute acrylic shelves. And like, if you put your journals in and you want them to face towards you on the shelf, because you have a skinny area, you can put 4 or 5 behind each other, because I didn't have a deep enough top to my desk. And that's a brass duck. People are collecting brass things again. I always make my homemade chicken salad, which is asked for, and we put it on club crackers, and everybody always wants it. It's just such a simple recipe. It's onions diced up real little, and celery diced up real fine, and chicken the same, chicken breast just shredded real fine, and real mayonnaise, salt, and chopped pecans or walnuts, whatever you want, and red grapes sliced in half. And it's delicious. It's easy. Well, I mean, it takes, the time to chop. So anyway, I have on this page a little snippet of this Lion brand yarn. This is the other part of it. Just, I found it in my drawer. And then here is, I'm going to do a flip through. Why am when I'm all done, I'll show you. But, okay, maybe we'll save it for then. But I am just going to work on these 2 pages, because see, like, this was a video, that was a video, this was a video, this was a video, and then I'm like, I folded that over. These are things that, like, this week I went to White Castle. That's a little, like, a pocket here. This is a flip down. That's a highlights magazine. I'll show you all that. But this morning I was covered in mud doing my video, and then it shut off. And my video was my hands were muddy, you know, because I had just planted. Do you know what that vinca vine looks like? It's called periwinkle, apparently, variegated periwinkle. So I plant that with snapdragons, and I had some left over that I just planted into a pot this morning. That was the last. They were all dying outside. So I used those. I just turned them around. And this came from mail from my friend whose husband just passed away, and she wrote me a thank you note. And then this was on her envelope. I should have probably saved it, but I'm going to keep paying attention to my mail because I want to do some Americana journals. But this, and this was from colored pencils from the grandkids. But this thing, see, it didn't stick. And I thought I used art glitter glue. Anybody know why? I know Fiber Tack won't work. I thought I tried tacky glue once. I don't know. So now I don't know what I'm going to do with Reese's. And all I can think of is I'll save those. And maybe I just finished up, you know, those little cups of applesauce. See, that's another one, something I make homemade. I just use red and green apples, peel them and slice them up, put them in water to cover them and boil them, and, you know, into skillet. Just kind of keep cooking them till the water goes away. I don't even measure. I don't put anything else in it. And a couple of my grandkids love it, and it'd be a good topping for ice cream or something. It's very healthy, no sugar. Well, the natural sugar. So anyway, I mean, this is from napkins that I love these napkins. They're lemons. So anyway, I don't know if I can dig any. I mean, I still have this glue, right? So I just want to do a little bit. I just want to say hi, and like, if anybody can tell me how I glue that fruit snacks packet down. Oh, I want to add things with the foil background, and I could be sewing. I really could be. I got the machine upstairs so I can see better. It's by the kitchen window, because down here I figured I've tried for 2 years. Don't you think that's long enough? It's the lighting. I just can't see what I'm doing, or something's wrong. But I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I want to just be sewing many things. Many things. Now I know with the end turning up, I need to give it a bunch of glue. And since I have it, see, I can come through, and as I get a little something here and there, like I got this bag. I saw another Gluebook person who came through our town, and she had glued, like, that's our ice cream. She had glued things on the pages, all from, like, one page was everywhere she visited. I think might use the small one, because that's too big. That can go on something else. I went in and asked for a bag. They gave it to me. All right, so I do know I keep sticking that down. I don't see like anything else on my desk that I want to put in here except, you know, those two things. So I just don't know if they're gonna stick. I might have to sew them down to something. I'm not sure, but I wanted to show you this too. I cannot remember, but I don't think I told you about these. If you go to Hobby Lobby, they've got a bunch of these at the end. They give you so many ideas. And see, there's 4th of July. We have a fundraiser at the museum I volunteer at. Been working on those baskets for donation, you know, for them to put their tickets in and stuff. That is what we have. One of them is doesn't have the stars, like, but it's Americana. It's all that mesh kind of, and that's somebody might win. I don't put wreaths on my door because I don't want to ruin my door, but look at how cute, and that'll go in a fall journal. I might even make that for Thanksgiving. It is so cute. That is really cute. I have to remember where I put that, so I gotta save it right there. But you can get great ideas And also I tore out some things in these, all right? That's what I wanted to show you. Okay. And then I wanted to tell you too, oh, where did I put it? I had a piece, here it is. I wanted to tell you that if you want to do glue books, there's someone that I've been watching all of her crafting. She's in the Stay Creative Crafting Circle on Facebook. And first of all, you should go there. You should become a member. Please go there, become a member, and subscribe to this person's channel. Her name is Ms. T Ideas. And I love listening to her. I love watching her come up with things. And she's an artist. She can sew. And so I can see her glue books and get ideas. Plus, hers aren't all the same, you know. She does different kinds. She does, you got her name, and then, but go subscribe to her channel. So yeah, that's kind of why I've been watching. I think I watch about 10 people that make glue books. I used to watch flow journal books as well. But anyway, I think what I would call this type of journal, or not journal, no, it could be a journal because I can write here. I'm going to try to write and have spots like I can write here, but very little, just a little scripture. It's going to be like a scripture section on every page right there, you know. So mine, I would say, is kind of like trashy journal, because I've saved all of my stuff from, I mean, I've added magazines, but yeah, that's when I used up peanut butter and everything. My daughter-in-law had a baby, so I recently made her the lactation balls, and that's the peanut butter I finished up. But I'll tell all that story when I do a flip through. Gosh, the way I'm going, you know, I'm I'm getting there. Yeah, I might make it to fall. But I don't know, can you tell I just found these thrifting. These things are like a little doily. It's a sunflower. Okay, well, I think that's it. And thank you for watching. I think it actually worked this time. Thank you for watching. And go make yourself a glue book. Bye-bye.